Boom. Okay, so if you're wondering what you're looking at, you are looking at about 29 floppy disks containing Windows 95 install files. Now, the story behind this is the hard drive in this Compaq Presario 2240, it died. So, we replaced the hard drive in here with a, I believe, 5 gig Seagate drive. Then we had the problem of no operating system, which I thought was no problem. So I went over and looked through my collection of pirated or legit operating systems, and I checked. Don't know where my copy of Windows 98 is, which was on that, and I do not own a copy of Windows 95 on CD-ROM. So then you'd say, well, why don't you just burn one? Well, I'm all out of blank CD-ROMs. I do, however, have a surplus of floppy disks. So me, being the genius I am, decided I'll just install Windows 95 on floppy. I do in fact partially own Windows 95 on floppy, but as you can see, I only have a fraction of all the disks. So, I thought, why don't I just download an image file of the remaining disks? But then I realized these are in high density format, and also I couldn't find a download for these images anywhere. And then I came across this torrent, and it had images of 20 1.44 megabyte floppy disks that it claimed had Windows 95 on them. So I decided to go ahead and download the torrent. So then I pulled out my USB floppy drive and I copied all of the data onto 29 floppy disks. Took me approximately an hour and a half. And now we're going to attempt to install Windows 95 and see if I was able to successfully get a copy of it to install on here, or if I wasted an hour and a half of my life making these disks. Now let's go ahead and try to install it. Now I didn't bother creating the bootable disk from the torrent because I had this and I thought that it would work. But that disk seems to have gotten damaged over the years because it'll keep reading it and it hangs right here. So this disk is obviously no good. And looking through my collection of disks, I in fact found a bootable disk from a Packard Bell computer. And while I don't know where that computer is, the disk for it sure came in handy, and it works just fine. So we're going to boot up the computer off of this boot disk here. As you can see, it takes a bit, and now we have this, and we're just going to exit to DOS prompt. And now we're going to insert disk 1. So I'm just going to run setup.exe, and we'll be on our way. Hopefully. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and begin the setup here. So, just going to hit continue. And already, while it was just preparing the setup wizard, we've already gotten a prompt to insert disk 2. So I'm going to just, off camera here, remove disk 1 and insert disk 2 into the computer. So we're just going to go ahead and hit OK. So far this is working, which is quite shocking, honestly. I didn't even think we'd get the setup program loaded, and if the setup program got loaded, I didn't think I'd get past the insert disk 2 prompt, but I did, so. And now it wants disk 3, so give it what it wants. Go ahead and hit OK. Third disk, accepting it fine. Moving along quite quickly there. Alright, so now we have the software license agreement. It's important that you read over this nice and carefully so you get every single bit of information. And now we're here starting the setup wizard. Collecting information about your computer next. Select the directory you want to install Windows. See Windows. Checking for installed components. Okay. I was gonna max it out, but for less disk swapping and a quicker Install, I think I'm going to go typical. Now we have a problem. Let's try swapping floppies, maybe? Nope. Let's try putting disk 1 back in, maybe? Wow, okay. We'll just exit setup then. We're going to try things a little differently now and select compact. Okay. This doesn't work. Disk 29. Nothing. Alright, so we've got all the files needed for the setup disk copied onto this green diskette, because green means go, and we're going to hope this goes ahead and works, I guess. So, without further ado, let's put it into the computer, and we'll press enter and see if it works. Alright, we've made another disk, and we're going to insert this disk, see if it works. Nope. Well, so let's try plan B. I downloaded the official floppy disk images of these disks on the internet, and I was trying to figure out how to get them onto a standard 1.44 meg floppy disk. Turns out, after I read in some forums, that my USB floppy drive might be to blame for me not being able to write to DMF floppies. So, I copied the image files onto this USB flash drive, and I went hunting for a computer that would work for writing the floppies. Needless to say, I found this Dell Optiplex GX150 running Microsoft Windows 98 2nd edition with USB support, so I can use this flash drive. And it has a quote-unquote real floppy controller, although I hope the floppy drive will work. It's a laptop-style drive because of the compact form factor of this PC, but it should work. Let's see. So to hook up this computer, we're going to try to brave the mess and find all the proper cables to connect. So just flip the Compaq around. We'll just steal its power, monitor, keyboard, and mouse, and we'll get started. Here we go. Turn the Dell around. Power on the Compaq's monitor, and we're gonna fire up the Dell. So as you can see, we're booting up the Dell here into Windows 98 2nd edition. We're gonna grab our keyboard and mouse, and we're gonna see if this idea will work. We've run into our first problem. The Compaq monitor doesn't seem to like the resolution that the Dell is set at. Okay, so we've got everything sorted. I went and grabbed a LCD monitor, which should help. It displays the resolution. Let's begin. We'll start by connecting our USB flash drive, opening my computer, browsing to it. These are all the images I need. So we'll get working. This is install, and we'll just open up, and we'll insert a floppy disk into the computer's drive. We'll open up disk write, and we'll see if this works. So the Dell wasn't working, so I dragged out this Winbook laptop with a floppy drive, and I plugged in the flash drive. It's running Windows 2000, fired up disk write, and it seems to be writing to the floppy disk. So hopefully all goes well. I'll report back if there's any problems, and there probably will be problems. Cross our fingers and hope it works. Alright, so I finished making all of the diskettes from the Winbook. Here we have 14 disks, freshly made, and we'll just go ahead and run setup. Hopefully install Windows 95 on this computer. Perform a routine check. So this is, I don't know, the maybe 5th attempt at installing Windows 95 on here. So this is the first attempt using these disk images. Hopefully everything will work. It's initializing setup right now. In case I forgot to mention, or future me forgot to write this in during editing this, this is the next day. I started filming the original video yesterday, and so this is next day. This is the 24th. Yesterday was the 23rd. So yeah, this has been a nightmare. In theory, I should have just bought a CDR, but why do that when you have perfectly good floppy disks? Okay, welcome to Windows 95 setup. Let's focus in there. Congratulations on your choice of Windows 95. Yeah, congratulate me when it installs, please. I should try better jokes. Okay, anyway. Now preparing the Windows 95 setup wizard. And these are all steps that went by just fine last time. Hopefully we can get them to go by this time just fine. Seems to be prompting me for disk 2 right now. So I'm just gonna swap disks real quickly for disk 2. See if it reads disk 2 just fine. Yep, it seems to be working just fine with disk 2. Trying to get the screen in frame better. See if we can get it to focus. There we go. Okay. Lock focus on that dialog box. If that helps. Okay. So I'm gonna try to do this all in one take. Just install it in one take. I might edit it out if it just gets boring, just staring at the same progress bar. But I suppose I should start rambling. Don't know what to ramble about. Okay. We've got the software license agreement. We're just gonna accept that like we did before. And I hit continue. Like before. Next, see Windows. Okay, this is the part where we had trouble last time. Let's see if we can get this to work. I'm gonna hit custom and hit next. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we got a different dialog box. What's this one saying? Copyright warning. Warning setup has detected that the disk has already been used to set up Windows 95 on a computer. It is acceptable for a legal owner to reinstall this product in order to update an existing copy or replace a corrupt or missing version of the program. You can continue to install this product, but should be aware that this product is protected by copyright laws and international treaties. Well, so yeah, it's basically telling me I've already tried to do this with a different disk, but yeah, they don't know that I pirated this, so type your name below. don't know where I got this from, but I'm going to type my name. Maybe I won't. Yeah, it appears keyboard's not working, so I guess that'll be my name then. Product identification, yeah. Setup has detected that hardware devices on your computer. Okay. So, I don't know if it's something to do with the image, but it's not. Okay. So, kind of harder. I have a CD-ROM drive. I do not have a network adapter. All this has is a modem. I should really put one in, but I have a sound, MIDI, or video capture card. Okay. Seems to be installing everything. Okay. So, yeah, it might be the image that's preventing me. I don't know. Maybe because it has the serial number in, so if you saw that serial number, feel free to copy it down. So yeah, maybe they set modified the installer so it would automatically fill in those fields, and maybe that was the guy's name, or maybe they're just pulling a joke on me, or maybe this won't work. Windows 95 is not currently set up on your system. No, I don't want to quit setup. That was weird. I didn't think I hit anything. But yeah, so maybe they're just playing a joke. Maybe this image won't work. Maybe it'll hang on a screen or something. I don't know. It seems to be analyzing the computer, moving along just fine, but okay, get connected. Well, I do not want to install any of the internet features next. Select components. Yes, here we go. Accessories, details. We want everything. Everything, especially the games. We want everything we can get. Actually, I just realized I can just... There we go. Communications, don't need that. Disk tools, might as well. Exchange. Multimedia, we want all of the multimedia. So select it all. And that's everything. Okay, so next. The following components will be installed. Oh, I don't want any. I'm going to install the client. Can install everything I need. Oh, okay, no, never mind, I'm not. Okay, I'm just gonna try to install some network components, so if I do... Computer settings, Windows will settle the following settings display. Keyboard, standard, keyboard layout, US, language support, machine, standard PC, monitor, power management. Oh, okay, change about the user interface. Ooh. That's interesting. I'm gonna stick with Windows 95, but I didn't know I could use the 3.1 program manager. Startup disk. No, I don't want a startup disk. I am done with floppy disks. I do not want a startup disk at all. It's going to go through a slideshow and read that if you want. I don't feel like reading it out loud right now. Just make sure it's readable. I think it's readable. As far as I can tell, it is. So yeah, so far, so good. It seems to be working just fine. Maybe you can trust torrents after all. No, you can't trust torrents. But yeah. So yeah, what should I start rambling about then? Windows 95, it's wonderful. Oh, it's prompting for disk 3. Never in my life had I thought that I'd ever be installing Windows 95 by floppies. Never would I imagine. So yeah, if you for some reason just want to see it installed, you can mute the video for all you want. I'm just gonna say whatever comes to mind. It's pretty unscripted and yeah. I'm hoping to make improvements to this channel. One of the improvements I made is, if you've ever seen any of the previous videos, they're all garbage, just like this one's probably going to be, but one of the improvements I made is I now use a, quote, tripod. You see the video is pretty stable in one place. That is because I'm still using my phone to record. I don't have a camera yet, but I taped it to a computer battery and taped to something to stand it up, and it's working just fine as a ghetto tripod, so yeah. So I'm hoping to make a lot of improvements for the viewer's sake. Hoping to finally start doing something with this channel instead of posting random terrible videos. I'm gonna actually try to put some effort into this video, so yeah, so if you like it, like the video and subscribe and all that. It's prompting for disc 4, so I'm just gonna swap out discs real quickly. So far all these discs seem to be working just fine. Actually, if this completely works fine, I'm gonna keep these discs as they are and just label them. Right now I just have little labels with numbers. Yeah, it's a little reinforcers with numbers, but if they work, I'll put proper disc labels and label them and rubber band them up and everything. So yeah. Sorry, I'm messing with the camera, trying to get or phone I should say, trying to get the text focused. It's not really working. Yeah, I'm hoping at one point to afford a camera. I'm kind of broke right now. I'm just a kid and everything. But yeah, so. And I have a lot of more things. Been planning on making videos this whole time. I haven't made a video since, I don't even know when was the last video I made. Probably like last year or something. I don't know. Okay, it's probably disc 5. I'm just gonna, go ahead, swap discs. Pretty mundane. So yeah, I'm hoping to increase the production value, and I have a lot of other things I was gonna do videos on, but I'm just been too lazy or started filming a video. I actually started filming a video of the Winbook I used earlier. I started to do a video on it of installing Windows 2000, but then I just decided that was too boring of a subject, and there's already loads of other people doing Windows 2000, and on top of that I lost half the footage, so yeah. I was going to do another video of a older HP Pavilion desktop, but I decided against it. And yeah, some of the videos I filmed and just never uploaded. I'm hoping to crank out more content. If you recall, this computer is the first computer I did a video on this channel about. It was this Compaq right here, and I just did that video because I saw other YouTubers, mainly VBishop PCM and V Westlife and UXW, those type of people making videos. I was like, huh, I suppose that'd be fun. And I was like 12 when I did that, so sound like a 12-year-old and everything, but just trying to start doing videos, and I wasn't thinking anybody would watch them. I got a few views, not very many, but I'm gonna put a lot of effort into this video, and hopefully you out there see it and enjoy it, because I enjoy making these, because these are really fun to make, and computers are my passion, and old stuff. Hopefully somebody to share my obsession with old computers with. It's It's a rather unhealthy obsession, but an obsession nonetheless. We're about the 9-minute mark for this take at least. I have no idea how long this video will be once I've put everything together and edited it. Absolutely no clue. Hopefully, if you guys are still here, thanks for sticking around, I guess. Or, I don't know. Yeah, you can see that 54% done copying files. So, got some ways to go, but we're still good. So yeah, I'm that one guy who has nothing better to do on Christmas Eve than sit and install Windows 95 behind a camera. That's my life. Screen's not. What's wrong with the makeshift tripod is sometimes it'll lean. That's our high production value we have here. There we go. Whatever. Okay. It's a bit straight, and the text from my angle is pretty readable. Don't know what it'll be when it's done processing and encoding on YouTube and everything, but hopefully it should be fine. Interesting story of a video. I was planning on doing an unboxing of a Commodore 64, which the box for it's sitting just out of frame, but I bought it and it didn't work. I'm still trying to figure it out. So yeah, I was all excited about it and everything, and I paid $30 for it. I was really upset that it didn't work. Trying to work and getting that fixed, but yeah. But it's still a nice thing to have, just, you know, as a decoration. I actually found some mods online that I was gonna use to turn it into a USB keyboard. But this video is turning into rambling. Wow. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. This isn't good. Oh, there it goes. Whew. Okay. I hadn't heard of very much disk activity, and progress bar was stuck, and I was just hoping that everything would be fine, but yeah. Oh, I should take this computer on the road. I also have another older laptop that I'm well, not a laptop, it's one of those luggables. I was gonna do a video on it a while back. I had it working perfectly fine without a hard drive, but I tried to install a hard drive. Can't get it to work, and now the floppy drive in it is broken. The floppy drive in it is ruined. So gotta get a new drive for that and everything, and it doesn't work with a lot of floppy drives I have for some reason. It's an NEC ProSpeed 386. Pretty interesting luggable computer. Hopefully I get that one and do a video on it. Yeah. Just general old crap I have lying around. I'll do a video on. I also am thinking of renaming this channel. Currently it's named Tech Stuff, and it's a pretty dumb name. So if anybody has a better name for it, you know, leave it in the comments, I guess. Oh no. Oh no. No. Come on. Come on, I don't want to remake this disc. Come on. Don't make me remake the disc. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's trying. You can do it. You can do it. So this is the problem with installing by floppy, is they're so unreliable and fragile, and obviously you see here we have having a problem. Hopefully it gets that file copied. Just looking at the progress bar, hoping it gets to 74. Okay, so WinImage here has finished creating the disk. This is a replacement disk number 8, and we're going to insert it into the Compaq, and we're going to try to get this in frame. Close enough, and once we've done that, we're just going to hit OK, cross our fingers, and hope for the best. Come on, we're too far into it to quit setup now. We're too far. We're too far. We are too far into this to quit now. Just gonna keep repeating the same thing. Hopefully it'll make it to 74. Maybe. Maybe. Actually not a bad thing that it chose to fail at that point, unless it doesn't work now. But because actually right at that moment, yeah, ran out of storage, so I had to go dump the videos onto my computer and then come back here to record them. And there's a place right after to start a new take anyway, so it worked. Which, the joys of having an 8 gig iPhone 4. In case you couldn't have already told by the video quality, this is an 8 gig iPhone 4. Well, an iPhone 4. 8 gig wouldn't really matter with quality now, would it? Still at 73. Either it's a really big file or it's not working. Oh! Okay, good. Now it's asking for disk 9. Okay. So I have a feeling that worked. So I'm gonna relabel, find a pen, I'm gonna label this disk. Label this disk disk 8. And put it on the pile with the others. Here's the old disk 8, it didn't work. And here's a disk I tried to make disk 8, and WinImage gave me an error 60% of the way through. Something about a sector. Okay, so it's moving on to, it's at 74, now it's at 75%. So we should be good. It seems like we just had this disk, I don't know, went bad or didn't transfer completely. But we're fine now, we're at 76, so yeah, we're moving right along. Windows 95 is not, no? Why is it? Keep thinking I'm hitting exit, I don't know. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 disks left. So we're toward the end. 4 disks. 78% done copying. 79 now. Doing really quickly, so. Can leave the WinBook turned on just in case I need to make another disk. I don't think I will, but this thing, see, it made disks slowly. Like that last disk took like 7 minutes to make. So it takes a while making disks, but it's enough time for me to transfer the video files onto my main computer. Moving right along now. Enough talking about my lack of equipment. I hope someday to get a dedicated camera with enough storage so I can put like a dedicated camera so I can put like a 32 or even 128 gig SD card into it and just be fine. Could record an entire video on that without having to keep taking breaks in the video. Register now. I don't think I can register pirated software. And no, I don't have a problem with myself pirating Windows 95 because the way I see it, it's not going to hurt Microsoft at all. I pirate it. It's old enough. Nobody's using it. I really have no problem with pirating this. If this install works fine, I won't have to go on to Plan C. Plan C was I was going to download the ISO, extract all the files on a XP desktop from the ISO, and then put this hard drive in that desktop and copy them all over and install it that way. It's not looking like I'll have to do that though. So that's good. I was really afraid there when that error came up that it couldn't copy a file. I was afraid that it was a problem, but just had to remake the disk and it's fine now. Don't you love the sound of floppy drives running? Oh, ready for disk 11? When it's down with disk 11, we have 2 more disks left. This one's actually not labeled with the 12, so I'm going to label it 12. There we go, okay. So yeah. Oh. So we're 89% right now. It's going quite well. I have nothing to ramble about now, so yeah, 90%. I'm just gonna take the most out of Windows 95. You need to register your software. Registered users will receive these benefits: notification of updates and new products, access to technical support. Well, I was reading that was kind of rude. Getting started. The best and fastest way to get into high gear with Windows 95 is by getting experience via online help. You will quickly learn how to do the most common tasks in Windows 95. Get answers to the questions most asked by Windows 3.1 users. When you start Windows 95, click the Windows tool, CD only, or the What's New button. And it's asking for disk 12. Okay. We're almost done here. This install better work. I was a bit afraid on this hard drive, but this install 98. This install better work. I had this reminds me, I have a set of Windows 3.1 and DOS 6 disks. So I could have put 3.1 on this, but I wanted to do 95 for multiple reasons. A, this computer originally shipped with Windows 95. It had 98 on it before. I believe somebody upgraded it along the line. And B, Windows 95 is a bit more functional than 3.1. None of them are really useful this day and age, but I thought Windows 95 would be a bit better suited for this. 99%. We're almost done here. Oh, it wants disk 13, so we're on the final disk. Hopefully all goes well. It's this nice translucent green floppy disk. Final disk. I had to point out the color of the floppy disk because I think it looks nice. And I don't care what you think, it looks nice to me. Currently looking at this screen, it looks like the rest of the area around the monitor is dark, which is good. That's what I wanted to do. But I don't know, I'll have to look when I put this on my computer. I'll have to look at it while I'm editing. But this seems to be running along nice. It's Christmas Eve. I was thinking about doing this video as a Christmas special. Don't know if I'll get it out by tomorrow, but you know, call it a Christmas special. Why not? But I want to get all the footage done as soon as I can, and then just do all the editing and stuff later. I just want everything captured now. So because I have plenty of time on my hands now, and it's preparing to restart your computer. Setup is now ready to restart your computer and finish setting up Windows 95. So the last press there, remove any disks and drives and click finish to restart your computer and finish setup. Okay, let's cross our fingers. We'll remove the floppy disk and we'll hit finish. Setup's all done now. The next part of the battle is making sure it actually works. Starting Windows 95, there we go. Getting ready to run Windows 95 for the first time. Look at that psychedelic Windows logo there. It's getting ready to run Windows 95 for the first time, guys. I'm so excited. Please wait while setup updates your configuration files. We got a mouse. We've got flicker. My, we got flicker. Try to focus it in. There we go. Yeah, I lied when I said I was going to be using an LCD for the rest of this video. Decided to switch back to a CRT because it looks a bit more authentic this way, and you know, more like it would have been in the day. And besides, who wants to install Windows 95 with an LCD? You want a CRT. Okay, select our time zone. I am in the Eastern time zone. I'll just find that. Where is Eastern? This Dell mouse sticks really easily. I should have picked a better mouse. Where is Eastern? It always hides from me, like right there. Eastern Europe. Where is Eastern Standard Time? Oh, there we go. It always hides from me. There we go. Okay. Add printer. You must install a printer before you can print from Windows. I do not have a printer. Cancel. Setup is finished. Configuring your system. You must restart your computer before settings take effect. Click OK to restart now. Please wait while your computer shuts down. Okay, we're restarting here. Starting Windows 95. We've got our boot screen, Microsoft Windows 95. This is the version of Windows 95 without Internet Explorer, so we don't have Internet Explorer. I believe this is without Internet Explorer. So, this is okay, I don't need Internet Explorer. I'm not planning on putting this computer on the Internet. Windows 95 is finalizing settings. I forgot the CRT has a bit of burn-in. There we go. Welcome to Windows 95. We do not have sound. That's okay. Well, it's not. I would like to get sound later, but everything's working right now just fine, so, yeah. See if we can, your display adapter is not configured properly. Okay. I'm going to try to get the display adapter working now. But we have Windows 95 working. Maybe later I'll install Windows 95 using the Windows 3.1 style it offered and see what that does, but I'm not going to put you guys through that torture right now. Might do that just in a virtual machine and do a short, like, 5-minute video just showing it off. Why not? Screen capture 5-minute virtual box video. I don't even know why I'm still filming. I should really conclude this video. So, yeah, I'll set up all the drivers later. It seemed to froze. Okay. So, yeah, that was Windows 95 on the Compaq Presario 2240. Thanks to all of you who stuck around to see this whole disaster. I'm glad I finally got it on, and, yeah, happy holidays, and I'll see you in the next video.